Sodiq Yussuf and Edson Barboza just got set for October 16th, UFC Fight Night. I'm guessing the co-main event, most likely with number 11 and number 14 in an absolute banger. In the featherweight division, like I was saying earlier, I thought Sodiq Yussuf was going to fight Giga Chikadze because they were originally booked last year, and I thought that was the perfect matchup to make. But this is really, really good too. I don't think Sodiq deserves to go down in the featherweight rankings, but I guess he could if they're going to make such a banger like this against Edson Barboza. October 16th, the UFC Fight Night. Just got themselves a very, very good one. It's not really a developed card at all. It is October 14th. I did write the wrong date on that one, but it is not that developed of a card right now. It just has two women's prelim fights on it, which aren't very, very good. But now Edson Barboza, so the Yussuf is on it, number 12 and number 11 and number 14. Edson is 37 years old, taller and lengthier, losing to legit guys like, well, Giga Chikadze, who we talked about, and Bryce Mitchell, beating Shane Burgos with a knockout, Makwan Amirkhani, and Billy Cortillo, which was a really good win. Sodiq beating Andre Fili, Gabriel Benitez, Alex Caceres, which was a really good win, and only losing to Arnold Allen. But guys, come on, guys. Arnold is at number 4 in the UFC's featherweight division. I do believe the winner here is for sure, without a doubt, getting somebody inside of that top 10, whether it's Josh Emmett or Calvin Kattar. Those would be my main guesses after that fight just got announced. I say winner versus Calvin Kattar or Josh Emmett. UFC Fight Night main event, 5 rounds would be amazing, but this is 3 rounds, and it's just going to be pure striking. There's not going to be any real wrestling mixed in, no grappling mixed in, unless Sodiq wants to mix those in right at the end of the round, which a lot of fighters like to use, including myself. I like to strike for about 4 minutes, 10 seconds, and then work for a takedown of the last 50, land a few ground and pound shots, look for a submission right at the end, and win the round. I think Sodiq Yussuf, that's going to be the edge here. That is going to be the edge. Because striking-wise, Edson is very, very legit. But he's not really throwing as much volume as he used to when he was back in the lightweight division. And Sodiq, I do believe, is going to be landing slightly more volume than Edson Barboza in this fight. I think Edson might have those big moments where he lands some big shots on Sodiq, but Sodiq is also going to have those moments as well in this featherweight matchup. And I think that's going to have it very, very even at the end of every single round. And the one deciding thing that I think is going to sway the judges ever so slightly is going to be the takedown of Sodiq Yussuf. He's not like a guy that goes out there and just goes for takedown after takedown after takedown in the UFC's featherweight division, but he does have a good wrestling game, in my opinion, and a slightly better one than Edson Barboza. He was able to submit Don Shyness in round number 1 very, very easily after Don went in for a takedown. And even before that, Alex Caceres was able to land a takedown on him, get some good control time, some ground and pound, clinch strikes, and things like that. Doesn't necessarily go for takedowns very, very often, but he's got very good takedown defense, and I think that'd be a good path to victory for him, keeping it really even on the feet, landing some big shots, getting hit with some shots, and then mixing in a takedown when Edson is coming in with his explosive power combinations. It's going to be really close. Again, those moments from Edson are going to be key. If he lands one that wobbles and stumbles Sodiq, he could easily win those fights. It's going to be a game of inches, some slight shots that land here and there, some shots that barely miss are going to decide this fight. It's going to be really close, but it is also going to be very, and I do say, very, very good in the featherweight division. Sodiq Yussuf, 29-28 decision.